All right, first and foremost, all thanks and praises unto our power, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Wa Rakakwadash. Peace, blessings, much respect to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, on down to the rest of the elders who rule well within Israel. Salutations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of this whole entire earth, no matter where, whom they may be, or what they may look like, pushing out this purified truth. To the rest of the church who believe as well, you men who may not be teachers or prophets, you women, sons and daughters, also the water to Yahweh Shai, because without him enduring and going to that cross for the nation of Israel and the nation of Israel alone, none of this would even be possible whatsoever. 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 10. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which, while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. So money itself is not a sin. Money itself is actually a weapon. It's a tool that can be used. The love of money, that is what causes the issue. When somebody loves money, they become drug dealers. When people love money, they become extortioners. When people love money, they're willing to give up their rectum, get sodomized for a record deal, or for more screen time on the Black Mirror in Hollywood. Okay? We can't be in the spirit of loving money. And even if you really ponder on it, because a lot of these women say they want a man who's making at least six figures, right? Well, if you're a man who's making six figures, let's say you're making $100,000 a year. Now you're driving a $250,000 car. Just off the car alone, that proves you're still living paycheck to paycheck. This world is a lie. This world is a trap. Even if you made $300,000 a year, now you may want to push around in a $500,000 car. So just the car alone shows you're still living paycheck to paycheck. Most people, when they get a certain type of money, they want to live a certain type of lifestyle, which still puts you in bondage. And then you want more and more. Okay? A lot of people are not really happy. They're actually full of sorrow. You can look at Kanye West as an example. He even mentioned how he sacrificed his mother for a few toys like a Happy Meal. Now you see this guy performing and doing things with his daughter. But how do you go from sacrificing your mother and then coming off like you love your daughter? What, is she the side drink with the toys that come with the Happy Meal when you sacrificed your mom? Look, we're in some very, very dark times, man. And those of us in this ministry, we have a very particular spirit on us that's different from most people. Okay, the elect are very benignant. Basically, it means gracious or favorable, right? We're very benignant in the eyes of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. We're separated from everybody else if we are of that number. I hope I'm of that number so bad, man. Okay? So we can't have the mentality of loving money and thinking, well, okay, I don't want to be rich, but I'll be cool with just six figures. Look, we're not even in that time. The economy's collapsing. And just like I said, someone who's making six figures doesn't mean they're not still living paycheck to paycheck. Let's not pretend here. Let's go to Luke. This is what can be used against you when you love money. Luke chapter 4 and verse 3. And the devil, speaking of the spiritual demon Satan, and the devil said unto him, if thou be the son of the power, command this stone that it be made bread. And Yahweh Shai answered him, saying, it is written, that man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word of the power. And the devil, taking him up into a high mountain, showed unto him all the kingdoms of the world in a moment of time. So seeing that Yahweh Shai was tempted by the devil, and this was after fasting, by the way, so he was in a very vulnerable state, Yahweh Shai still didn't fold. And you notice it said he showed Yahweh Shai all the kingdoms in a moment of time. So he had to have shown Yahweh Shai even visions of what you're seeing today with these rappers, just like what you're hearing about P. Diddy do it. Okay, hearing about how Usher, Meek Mills, and Diddy, all right, they've all had a little thing. All right, when it comes to Meek Mills and Usher, so to speak, they've had a little thing with Diddy. Who cares, right? But my point is this: in this society, a lot of people who are looked up to as being somebody are really a bunch of men who were sodomized. Really, they're not men. They're a bunch of males who've been sodomized for a position, or they've already had some sweetener in their tank, before they was even introduced. The fact that Yahweh Shai showed all the kingdoms in a moment of time, it shows that this was spiritual demon Satan, not Esau. Okay? And the devil said unto him, all this power will I give thee, and the glory of them. For that is delivered unto me, and to whomsoever I will give it. So it goes to show you that those in this world who have power, those in this world have been given their power through Satan. And Yahweh Shai, in fact, the man who created everything except Yahweh, right? Yahweh Shai himself was tempted. So if Yahweh Shai himself was tempted, you don't think we're not going to be tempted? Look at how easy it is to get famous right now. Look how easy it is to get rich right now. You make a stupid, silly video, you go viral. Next thing you know, you're famous. Next thing you know, you got your foot in the door for bigger things, man. Okay? There might be men in the truth who might feel like, shoot, this ain't hitting no more, man. I can go make a living just off TikTok. I don't got time for this. But if your mind is on the love of money, then yeah, you'll be bribed. You'll be willing to sell out. You'll be willing to get, backdoored. So, verse 6, and the devil said unto him, all this power will I give thee. And a lot of our people, being princes of the power, when they're seduced by Satan, coming from impoverished backgrounds a lot of times, or just a normal background, they feel like, well, having money will answer all their problems. Okay? And the glory of them, for that is delivered unto me, and to whomsoever I will give it. If thou therefore wilt worship me, all shall be thine. That's why all these celebrities, when they sell out, they're throwing up 666. They're throwing up the devil horn sign. Okay? They're throwing up the pyramid, showing you that we're back in Egypt. What's the richest male hip-hop musician right now in America? If not one of the richest so-called black males in America, Jay-Z. Jay-Z was signed with Rockefeller. Rockefeller was one of the bloodlines, or is one of the bloodlines of the Illuminati. It's not a coincidence that he throws up what they call the diamond, which is a pyramid, showing you what? That if you want the world, you have to worship Satan. You have to throw up their signs and their symbols, man. Because right now, we are in the time of the wicked. We're not in our time. So if you want to make it here, you have to first have a love for money and be willing to sell out. Because this world, according to Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So the earth has been given to Esau. Now, when you look at Yahweh Shai, what he went through that temptation, he was tempted through spiritual demon Satan. Okay? But the thing is, although the earth has been given to the wicked, speaking of Esau Edom is being controlled by the spiritual demon Satan. Okay? The same, the same entity that tempted Yahweh Shai. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed. Okay, the earth was given into the hands of the wicked, and he's been revealed. It's the so-called white man, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, which starts with the prophets. Okay, then it's eventually going to start when them chariots show up and Esau gets smoked by them lasers. and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, because he's coming back with great glory. Even him, speaking of Esau, whose coming is after the working of Satan, the same Satan who tried to bribe Yahweh Shai with giving him the power of this world, okay, with all power and signs and lying wonders. And now, because of the black mirror, through your tablet, through your cell phone, through your iPad, through your TV, Esau is able to work wonders. Can have people looking all spectacular behind the scene. Make it look like you're more than what you are. You know, behind a black mirror, Esau can destroy planets, right? Behind a black mirror, Esau can make it look like you have spiritual powers. But it's lying signs and wonders. But a lot of our people, they get deceived by Satan, and they want to experience, you know, the feeling of having it all. But that feeling comes with the cost. And that cost is really your soul, which has already been bought with a price. You know, it really can't be bought. But at the same time, so to speak, it can be bought. Matthew 16:26. For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world? So what does it profit you to sell your soul to Satan and gain the whole world? Your soul's just going to be pierced through with many sorrows. And a lot of men literally get pierced through with many sorrows because they're getting sodomized. They may not even really want to, but they know, oh, dang, you know, a sacrifice is due. Or dang, you know, in a month, you know, the requirements got to be met. Right? For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? For what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? And a lot of times a man will give up his own manhood. Okay? A man will give up his children. A man will give up his wife. A man will give up damn near everything if he loves money, just to experience the feeling of having the world under your feet. Okay? So what would a man give in exchange for his soul? That's a good question. Let's go to the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 10 and verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, like Esau bribing our people, okay, our people selling out to Satan to have riches in this world. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, because Esau, Edom, through the workings of Satan, is really eating good off of deceiving our people and using our people as a ploy and a tactic to trap other Israelites. The kingdom is translated from one people to another. So right now it's Esau's kingdom. And since he's ruling unrighteously, right, he's not fit to be a ruler. So this kingdom is going to be translated from Esau to Jacob. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. So part of having a love for money is also being covetous. Because if you love money, what would you not do for it? For such a one setteth his own soul to sell. So what would a man give up for his soul? Because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels. Okay, your bowels are your internal organs. You got men giving up their manhood just to have a place in this world that's going to be destroyed anyway. Okay? America pushes a sodomite spirit. America pushes a very confusing spirit to get the man to act like a woman, to get the woman to act like a man, to where now they're trying to normalize all of it. They're trying to normalize men getting bent over. They're trying to normalize women being lesbians. You have men trying to turn out their own woman. Okay? Having threesomes and all that wicked shit, man. We live in a very low society. Okay? Why is earth and ashes proud? So a lot of these celebrities are very proud. A lot of these people who've been set up in this world are very proud. These women, they see these men in certain positions and they think, well, shoot, That's the man I need to be getting with. Or I can be doing that too. I don't need to be dependent on no man. You know, all these proud, pompous people have no idea that those in this world who are really living, they had to, you know, do something funny. You can't serve the Lord in totality and make it in this society. It's not going to happen. It is not like how it used to be. Okay? Let's go to, I'll read it one more time. Why is earth, Ecclesiasticus, aka the book of Sirach, chapter 10 and 19. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. For such an one setteth his own soul to sell, because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels. Matthew 16 and 26. For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? A man will give up his own bowels. A man will give up his own manhood to have a place in this world. Why? Because he loves money. Okay? You have men, they'll say, oh, you know, I ain't gay. But if you're sleeping with men, you're gay. Even if you're not sexually attracted to these men, you might say in your mind is business. No, you're a sodomite. And really, you're not gay. Gay means happy. You're a sodomite. Okay? Deuteronomy 32 and 32. For their vine, speaking of the vine here in America, the ways of America, for their vine is of the vine of Sodom and of the fields of Gomorrah. Their grapes are grapes of gall, are grapes of bitterness, right? Their clusters are bitter. So America takes after the way of Sodom. And a lot of these men who women are looking up to as being special, they getting bent over. Here it is. You looking at this man and this man's looking at your man, right? Or he's looking at other men. This is the world that we have to deal with right now. Okay. People thinking having 6 figures is life. You still working. You still going paycheck to paycheck because now your habits are higher. People thinking, oh, well, if I can be a famous rapper or basketball player or football player, this and that and this and that, my life will change. Then when you get around the big shots, you find out, dang, there's more to it. And I can't speak on it. And I have to keep spreading the lie to make it seem like in order for you to get here, it just takes hard work. Yeah, it takes hard work. It takes a hard ride up your punchu, right? And then they may or may not break you off. You got men who've, you know, sold their soul, gave up their vows, and they still ain't where they thought they would be. And they got to live with that forever. Okay? Why have a love for money, man? This shit don't mean nothing. Okay? So let's read this again. Deuteronomy 32 and 32. For their vine is of the vine of Sodom and of the fields of Gomorrah. Their grapes are grapes of gall. Their clusters are bitter. Revelations chapter 11 and verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. So yeah, this place is also spiritually known as Sodom. A lot of men are willing to get sodomized for a place in this world. And then other men will see them and say, hey, I want to be in that position too. And then no lying say it just takes hard work. But what they're really saying is it takes a hard ride for a lot of these men to actually get to certain places in this world. What would a man give up? His soul. What would he do? Give up his own bowels, man. For a lot of these men, you have no idea how far they're willing to go because why? They love money. So us in this truth, you know, you might, which even me sometimes, you might find yourself getting just pissed off seeing these losers out here win when they don't deserve it. It's not like we haters, you know, seeing somebody prosper of our own, you know, you don't hate. But what I hate is seeing a man prosper and he's a wicked ass nigga, man. Okay. So know this. We might not have all of our heart's desires right now, but understand that those in this world who claim to have their heart's desires, they're full of sorrow, man. We're going to receive everything and have joy and have no regrets. Okay. And we won't have to do no weird stuff. Okay. In order to get there. So Lord willing, this lesson, it was simple, it was edifying. I'm going to go on ahead and give all thanks and praises unto our power, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Wa Rakakwadash. And I'm going to say this too. I believe a lot of these celebrities, when they sell their soul, so to speak, who's to say a part of them giving up their soul is low key taking the chip? Just saying. Hey, Shalom. I'm out.